What's going on, guys? It is Fight Fire here, back with some more news. Join us now as we look at the wildest news stories and rumors you need to know, including The Rock's insane WWE salary revealed. This is the first time that WWE haven't done this since 2001. Is Chris Jericho ready to retire? Seth Rollins teasing a new storyline on his return. Zilla Farr WWE bound. A shock WWE debut incoming. An AEW named WWE bound, and much more. Now, first story looks at The Rock's insane WWE salary revealed. There's been a lot of curiosity about how much The Rock is earning from his WWE contract. As everyone knows, he's now officially on the TKO board of directors, and since signing with WWE TKO, he's reportedly earned around $80 million. Wrestling Observer Radio first reported the figure, noting that it covers roughly the first 2 years of the deal, which began on January 3rd, 2024. Dave Meltzer pointed out that this $80 million does not include his merchandise earning, pay for WrestleMania 40, or other TV appearances, so his total income is actually much higher. Meltzer even joked that both The Rock and Nick Khan have done exceptionally well for each other financially and in terms of status. Given these massive figures, it's no surprise that The Rock prefers working behind the scenes rather than appearing on television. This deal is likely the most sensible business move he's ever made. It also means there's little incentive for him to wrestle again. He's unlikely to ever be offered such a payday for one final match. The only realistic chance for a return might be a match against Roman Reigns in Saudi Arabia, but as The Rock ages and these TKO payments continue, that possibility seems increasingly unlikely. Next up, WWE names the best moment of 2025. WWE has been counting down the best moments of 2025. And according to the company, John Cena's heel turn takes the top spot as the year's biggest moment. Their official ranking of the top 5 moments is as follows. John Cena's heel turn Seth Rollins cashes in John Cena, wins the 17th championship JUSO, wins the world title A. Lee makes a return unsurprisingly. Fans on social media have been very critical about including JUSO's world title victory. Many felt it was one of the most controversial title changes of 2025. Interestingly, Alexa Bliss's return at the Royal Rumble, which received a massive reaction from the crowd, didn't even make the top 10. Next up, this first year WWE have not done this since 2001. 2025 has been a very interesting year for WWE, to say the least. One of the biggest surprises is that this is the first year since 2001 without a Hell in a Cell match. Earlier, there were heavy rumors that CM Punk and Seth Rollins were set to settle their feud inside the Cell. However, when Rollins suffered a legitimate injury, those plans had to be completely scrapped. This turn of events can actually be seen as a positive for WWE. It helps protect the value and meaning of Hell in a Cell matches, rather than having them just for the sake of it. In the past, these matches were often scheduled simply because a pay-per-view was coming up, even if there wasn't a strong, heated rivalry. Now, it feels like WWE is focusing on making Hell in a Cell matches special and meaningful again. Next up is WWE bringing in Zilla Fatu. Recently, at an independent wrestling event, Reality of Wrestling Zilla Fatu was ambushed in a shocking moment that left the live crowd stunned and quickly went viral online. The incident happened during the main event of the Reality of Wrestling Sub-Zero show. Fatu was competing for the World Championship and looked ready to claim victory, but just as he was about to hit his signature move, a hooded figure rushed into the ring, delivering a sudden spear that stopped him in his tracks and cost him the match. When the attacker removed his mask, it was revealed to be Ricky Saint, a WWE NXT star and former NXT champion, who was recently turned heel. Following the attack, Zilla Fatu took to social media to respond directly to Ricky Saint, posting messages warning him not to get too comfortable. His comments suggested that this confrontation might be only the beginning of a much larger feud. This raises an intriguing question. Could this be setting the stage for Zilla Fatu to finally debut in WWE and seek revenge on Ricky Saint? And if he does, will WWE honor his legendary father, Umaga, by letting him wear the iconic face paint? Next up, does Y2J retire? Many fans are assuming that Chris Jericho will retire in 2026. However, there's been no official word from Jericho himself suggesting that retirement is on the horizon. In a recent Fightful Select Q&A, it was revealed that Jericho currently has no major injuries and hasn't told anyone he's planning to step away from wrestling. He hasn't undergone any significant surgeries and is in good health. In fact, he's taking his longest physical break in years. But according to sources, he hasn't mentioned wanting to wrap up his career. While it's unclear what WWE's plans are for Jericho, experts suggest that he's in the right place in his career right now. Fans can expect the crowd to react as WWE intends during his next tour. If it happens, this information indicates that 2026 may not be the final chapter of Jericho's wrestling career. If he remains healthy and performing at a high level, he could potentially continue for another year or two. How long he continues will also depend on how WWE wants to feature him. Many fans expect Jericho to return at the Royal Rumble in Saudi Arabia and retire at WrestleMania. However, with WrestleMania 2027 also scheduled to take place in Saudi Arabia, WWE may decide to postpone his retirement until then. The location could play a big role in planning his final big show. Next up is Seth Rollins teasing new storyline. Seth Rollins may currently be sidelined with an injury, but that hasn't stopped the former world champion from hinting at future storylines during his media appearances, teasing what could be next when he returns. During an appearance on Clutch Point, Rollins declared that he is still the true world champion. He explained, "Primary target when I return won't be a person at all, it'll be a thing. That thing is the World Heavyweight Championship, because I never lost it. I was stripped of that title. So anyone who stands in my way, be it CM Punk, Braun Breaker, or anyone else, will have to face me." Rollins was originally planned to work with Roman Reigns at WrestleMania this year, but those creative plans changed due to his injury. That said, his recovery is reportedly going going very well, and it's possible he could return in time for WrestleMania or even a bit earlier. If that happens, fans could see a high-stakes matchup between Rollins and Braun Breaker, potentially for the World Heavyweight Championship, with Rollins taking on the role of a babyface once again and launching a new run as a top star. Next up, WWE star reveals behind-the-scenes info. Last week, John Cena revealed that he personally pushed to include the Judgment Day in his match at Survivor Series War Game. According to Cena, this was his way of giving back and making sure each member of the faction got their moment in the spotlight. Now, Roxanne Perez has shared some behind-the-scenes details about what Cena said to the group after the match. Speaking to Going Ringside, Perez said, after the match at Survivor Series, he brought all of us together, everyone who was part of that match. The first thing he asked was, okay, what do you guys think we could have done better? He was sweating, exhausted, and yet he was still asking us that. It was just crazy. Perez added that the conversation left a lasting impression on her. Well, we thought he could have done better, she said. I came away realizing that you can never stop learning. That's something I'll carry with me throughout my entire career. You never stop learning. You never stop getting better. Even the best of the best, like John Cena, never stops getting better. I'm pretty sure he even asked himself that question during his retirement match. So yes, I'll definitely keep that with me. Cena's selflessness in his final matches showed just how committed he was to helping other wrestlers shine. He went out his way to give back and make sure as many people as possible got their chance to stand in the spotlight. Next up is the shock WWE debut incoming. A recent Fightful Select Q&A has stirred plenty of speculation in the wrestling world as it discussed the possibility of members of the Elite making the jump to WWE. According to the Q&A, Kenny Omega is very unlikely to ever sign with WWE. However, the Young Bucks could still make the move. Omega signed a 4-year contract extension in the summer of 2023, which also includes plenty of injury time if that's part of the deal. I don't see him going to WWE unless it's part-time or a one-off, the report stated, adding that Omega is aware of his match limitations at this stage of his career. On the other hand, Young Bucks deals run at least through 2027. It's unclear whether they still hold their EVP duties, but the likelihood of them doing a WWE run is far higher. If the Young Bucks do join WWE, it would be a huge moment, bringing several key figures from the early days of AEW into WWE at the same time. This could include Cody Rhodes, the Young Bucks, and potentially even Chris Jericho, who also seems likely to return to promotion. Next up, MJF makes shock claim. MJF is a name that always sparks debate, and his latest comments are no exception. During a recent interview with Sean Ross Sapp, the former AEW World Champion boldly claimed that he's the biggest wrestler to have never signed with WWE. I'm 29. I'm on the edge of greatness. I want to be a multi-time world champion. MJF said, at this moment, I think there's an argument to be made that I'm the most famous professional wrestler in the history of the business to have never been signed to WWE. MJF certainly has a strong case and is widely regarded as one of the greatest talents to have never had a WWE contract. While he remains loyal to AEW for now, that could change in the future. MJF fits perfectly with the modern WWE landscape, and when his contract eventually expires, it seems likely that WWE will make a strong push to bring him into the company. And finally, an AEW named WWE Bound. Our final story today focuses on Danhausen and his AEW status, as reports indicate that his AEW contract is set to expire soon. According to Fightful Select, Danhausen's deal will officially end in February 2026. Back in the summer of 2025, Fightful Select reported that his contract was due to expire, but AEW extended it due to injury time. Despite this, Danhausen wasn't used at all following the extension, and he reportedly wanted his contract to lapse so he could have more freedom with merchandising and booking. That freedom is expected to come his way in February 2026, assuming no further extensions. Danhausen is also a close friend of CM Punk, which has led fans to speculate that WWE could make a move for him. His character fits perfectly with WWE's PG-friendly presentation, which often looks for comedic personalities. On top of that, he could be a merchandising goldmine, with WWE easily selling masks and other merchandise featuring his likeness.